Ever notice how every week, a new study seems to say something completely different? Coffee is good for you, then bad for you. Supplements work, then they don't. It's confusing, right? Well, there's a reason for that. When you see a new study says, what you're really seeing is just one piece of a much bigger picture. Science isn't about quick answers, it's a process. Each study adds a small clue, not a final verdict. But headlines rarely explain that part. They cherry-pick one result, usually the most dramatic one, to grab your attention. So why do studies seem to contradict each other? Simple, they're not all designed the same. Different studies have different goals, sample sizes, durations, and even subjects. Some test cells in a lab. Some use animals. Others test real people, but maybe only for a few weeks. That's why context matters. One study might say something works, but until it's repeated and confirmed, the truth is still evolving. Here's how scientists rank the strength of evidence, from weakest to strongest. At the bottom are cell studies, early, experimental, and useful for exploring ideas. Next are animal studies. They help us understand biology, but animals aren't humans. Then come small human trials. These offer real-world insight but can be limited. Above that, randomized controlled trials, the gold standard for testing cause and effect. And at the very top, systematic reviews and meta-analyses, which combine many studies to show the overall trend. That's what real scientific confidence looks like. Consistency across multiple trials, not one headline. The next time you see a breakthrough headline, ask yourself a few quick questions. Who funded it? How big was the study? How long did it last? Was it peer-reviewed? And does it match what other studies have found? If it checks those boxes, great. If not, take it with a grain of salt. Ever seen the phrase clinically proven on a product label? It sounds official, but it might just mean one small study found a mild difference. That doesn't make it wrong. It just means you should ask what kind of proof they're really talking about. In the supplement world, phrases like science-backed and clinically tested are everywhere. At Bona Valetudo, we believe those words should mean something real. That's why we look at the full body of evidence: study design, consistency, dosage, and relevance to everyday wellness. Because understanding science helps you make better health choices, not just follow trends. Science isn't meant to confuse you, it's meant to guide you. So the next time you hear, a new study says, you'll know how to separate real research from headline noise. To good health,